Hey folks, welcome back to Around the Yard. This is kind of the end of day 2. This is what we got cleaned up so far. I think we did a pretty good job here. That's all ash, so that's nothing, but we got one big trunk here that I gotta cut up, but it's on kind of a slope. There's another one behind it that's keeping my brush pile from falling off the back. Started another brush pile there. I've got this gigantic piece. The skid loader will just barely move that, so I've got to get that cut up some more. And then there's some, what is that? Probably 6, 8, and 10 inch branches kind of behind that, laying up on that ash pile there. But here's everything that we got moved off. So I've got, that's one of the trunks. I think that was like the 3rd tree up from the corner of the driveway. That's mostly cottonwood, some willow, and then that's kind of the stuff that I know isn't 12 inches or better, and that'll have to go to the leaf dump, or the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm kind of thinking that I need to list this on Craigslist or Marketplace and see if anybody's interested in boiler wood. So I got all this moved with the skid loader, just piecemealing it out of there, but tried to keep it 8, 10, 12, 16 foot logs, just to give myself, less to move and less cuts basically. But there's another big one back here. I kind of forgot about that. So this is the main, this one here, that's responsible for wrecking the Wolf Ridge. The branch that fell off of that main stem wrecked the Wolf Ridge. So yeah, that's the base of one of the trees. So one of the smaller ones, but yeah, there's a lot of wood here yet. So yeah, we're using both machines, kind of cleaning up and piling brush with the mini, and then coming back with the skid loader and the grapple bucket and kind of moving it around. So like I said, there's that, the bigger part of the canopy from the big cottonwood. So it just barely made it across the driveway, so I did not have to dig out my brand new maple tree, so that was pretty cool. I was kind of dreading having to do that and then watch the thing suffer. So yeah, that's what we got done today. Tomorrow will be a little bit more cleanup. I'm gonna try and cut into this guy here, make that a little bit more manageable, and then hopefully pull off everything that's on top of that log pile. And then we'll get the trailer loaded up one more time. It's Sunday tomorrow, so the leaf dump's not open, but we will get that ready for Monday. Yeah, this is quite the tree. Still sopping wet. Got some pretty gnarly bark on it though. Lots of bees. I think they were living in all the little holes in both of these trees, so haven't gotten stung yet, but I'm sure that day is tomorrow or the next. Managed to save our arborvitae, or our cedar tree, well, at least half of it. The main tree came right through here. I mean, you can see the stump. That's, and I rolled this over. I broke that off. That's that upper branch that we were just talking about. That's behind that big stem there. So I had to try and get a feel for how heavy that was, so pushed on it with a skid loader. I don't know if we're going to be able to load that thing or not. We'll just have to see. It's quite large, but if I'm going to move it, I'm going to move it in one piece. We might get the 500i out and try and knock off this Y. There's a lot of dirt and debris up in here. Looks like there's even a maple tree growing. Yeah, this took the brunt when it fell over. Basically crushed all the fibers, so I was able just to kind of push on it with the skid loader and break it off completely. So, all right, well, you guys have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. video up. All right, folks, that's going to wrap this video up. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one, and have a great day around the yard. Take you around and show you what we got done. So I got all the ash out of here and piled up kind of where, got the ash piled up over there where we've been typically doing our cutting and splitting, just to kind of get it out of the way, but to make sure that I could get everything off of the top of this. Got a few stragglers up in here, but we'll get the mini to get those off of there or climb the pile. We're pushing a lot of dust around. You guys can probably tell that on video. This is just a pile of leaves and rock and dust and everything. So there's a piece of ash right here, you can't tell. That's pretty much buried. There's one here and one underneath. That's just gonna have to get sifted through, unfortunately. But most of the big stuff is out. We got one pretty good pile going. I think I'm gonna let this dry out a little bit, and then we might just light this up. There's really nothing in the way. So I might just tarp this. This is probably a trailer load or two, probably two trailer loads, so it'd be $50 to get rid of it, or one big campfire on a Saturday night. So that might be the go there. Down here where we had the mini working earlier, you guys didn't see that, but we had a couple of trees from the hillside there, one up in here and one there, kind of fell down into this ravine. So I was just trying to clean up the tops with the mini, and I got a lot of that stacked up right here. Not too much debris, but we could add that into that fire at some point. But there's a pretty good log laying on the ground. There's the end of it, and it goes all the way up behind the hill, back up into there where that face is. So yeah, I think we got a lot done today, or a lot done this weekend. So